Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic of a discussion would be a very peculiar one. This is something which a lot of students in their situation are asking me, what should we choose, career or relationship? I don't have a particular mail or a message to read out to you today. So the most effective way to answer this question would only what I feel is that to discuss about my personal issues, my personal instances where things got really out of control and how I dealt with it. So kind of you people can see what did I do right, what did I do wrong, and you can learn from it. Alright, without any further delay, let's dive into this and let's see what we have to choose, career or relationship. So I'll talk to you about the three situations a guy who is juggling with his career can be when it comes to a girl or a relationship or love. And these are the only three situations that someone can be in. One, there is a girl, you have an eye on her and you want to talk to her, you want to start something with her. You are just at an initial phase. Second, you're already talking to her, you're already into those emotions and you're kind of falling for her, or she already is your girlfriend. Third, obviously you have confessed your feelings and she doesn't like you or she has rejected you, or she was your girlfriend and she broke up with you. So these are the three situations. I have been through these situations. You can fit yourself in any one of these three situations. So let me start with the first situation. That was back in when I was going through my CA course, and in one of the subjects I was taking a coaching for it. The class had to start at 7 a.m. and as usual I reached at 6:30 in the morning. Everyone was settling down, everything was okay, class started, I was excited. It was a 76 days class and each class went for around 3 to 4 hours. So I was excited and that was one of my favorite subjects. In that moment, on 7:15, someone entered into that class. A beautiful girl. She was like the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my entire life. She completely blew my mind away. And at that time I wasn't even a kid that I don't know these things, women, love and all that stuff. I was actually studying about these things. I kind of knew it, but still at that point of time I had not seen anyone so pretty before. She had a perfect dressing sense. In 7 a.m. in the morning, she had a perfect height. She had a perfect face. She was like any guy's dream girl. That also in chartered accountancy course. I was completely blown off, and there was on screen sir teaching and here she was. She looked no less than a model. I was completely dumbstruck. What should I do now? Because she's a trouble. So I haphazardly completed the first class, and then when we all were in the hallway going back home, I kind of started talking to her and said, hi, who are you, how are you, and all that stuff. Men will be men, you know. So I started talking. We talked for like 5-6 minutes and then we went away. And this was a position in my life where it was just 1 year left for my CA final exams. I went back home thinking about her all the time on my way back. Even in fact the whole day I was thinking about her. Next day I woke up early at 5 a.m. and I started thinking about a scenario which was all perfect. I started thinking about a perfect scenario that okay, what if I talk to her, I ask her number, she gives it to me, we start talking a little, and after 1 or 2 weeks I ask her out on a date, she says yes, we start dating. It was a perfect scenario with no emotional ups and downs, right? Then I thought about the worst case scenario. What can be the worst? At the worst, what could happen? I'll ask her number and she'll just refuse and reject me, or she may demean me, or she may make things awkward. So to be very honest, that subject, the whole class would have been so awkward because of that. This was the worst, this was the best. One very interesting thing I noticed at that time. This is all a real story. I am not cooking up stories. This is what really happened with my life. I started thinking there is one thing common, even if the bestest of the best scenarios happen, even if the worstest of it happen. And what is that? That my life is bugged. Even if I get to make her my girlfriend, still I am screwed. My career is gone to shit. The 3 years of hard work I did till now, it's all gone into a pitfall. Yes, I would have gotten a really beautiful girlfriend, and that is when this is a best case scenario. Maybe she was not available. Maybe she already had a boyfriend. Maybe she was not interested. But this is the best case scenario I was thinking, and still I was screwed. What would happen in the worst case? It was that moment I realized that no, this is not something how I want to screw up my life just for a particular girl. Even if I get her number and get to make her my friend only, and we don't do anything and we don't really get involved romantically, still I am so attracted to her. These type of girls, when you look at them and when you see that you're not worthy of them, or they're something above of you, even if you get them in your life, you'll always be scared to lose them. And this is the emotional paradox you keep on revolving around. So what I did was, I just never talked to her again. Never. Asking for a number was secondary thing. I focused on my studies. I focused on my subject. That subject was income tax. And you will be surprised, I have another YouTube channel and I am so good at it that I kind of teach CA final students income tax now. Can you imagine? That little sacrifice which I made changed my life. After two or 3 years, I met her again in some CA campus placement. As usual, bound by my habits, I went to her and I started talking to her again. One surprising thing I noticed, that before I used to think that she's so hot, she's like a goddess on earth. And when I again met her, at this time I had a foundation. I was chartered accountant. She was also a chartered accountant. But it was actually about me, right? I had a foundation. I was strong. And when I looked at her right now, I thought to myself, the way I used to think about her, she's so pretty and all that stuff, she's not that pretty. I used to think she had a good height. She doesn't have that good of a height. I mean, all those things which I kind of imagined in my mind, she's like that, she's like this, it wasn't actually true. It was only because I was lonely, I did not have anything at that time. That's why I was kind of luring towards her. Once I have something in my life to hold on to, something concrete, my career, my dreams, my life was on the right path, her beauty stopped intimidating me. So this was one of the stories happened with me. Another one was when it is back in the school days, when I was in high school. In India, high school is 11th, 12th standard. There I met a girl. She actually became a really good friend of mine. She actually became the first friend who was a girl. I never had a friend who was a girl before. She was my actual friend, and to my surprise, she was interested in me. She was showing all kind of interest. She surprisingly wanted to know what kind of choco chip I like, and I used to ask her, what the hell is a choco chip? I was only not interested to tell that to anyone. If I was a girl, I wouldn't be interested in me. Why the hell was she? So because of that I got so involved into her. I would want to, if someone makes you feel special, you only don't think you're worthy of it, you kind of get attached to that person. So day by day we started talking. We used to talk 24/7 on WhatsApp, on Facebook, chit chatting all the time about stupid things, flirting and everything. In the matter of just 1 or 2 months, I got so drawn to her and so attracted to her. I almost got consumed by her. It was not a beauty thing or attraction thing. I was so lonely and so alone at that time that I saw her as someone who can, get an angel who can get me away from all that loneliness and shit. And surprisingly, I never had that idea in my mind to make her my girlfriend. I actually wanted to make her my best friend. And I wanted her to just be my friend, talk to me all the time. Obviously, I was a stupid guy and I didn't know what I was thinking about. But later on, 1 month more passed by and I was addicted to her like drugs. Like, if I did not talk to her just once also in the whole day, it won't be a good day for me. I would label it as a bad day. And I was so connected with her emotions that if she is talking nicely, I'll feel good. If she is talking badly, my whole day is fucked up. Even if something else good happened in my life and my day, it won't matter because it does not involve her. I used to think that I just cannot live without her. You know what happens when you are at such position that you just cannot hold those feelings inside you. And same thing happened with me at one certain point. And she had a boyfriend at that time and didn't care. Because my whole idea was not to actually make her my girlfriend. I wanted her. I was possessive about her. And one fine day I told her that I really like you, I love you and all that shit. Everybody knows how things get after this. She started ignoring me, she started pulling herself back. When someone rejects you, it kinds of breeds obsession inside your heart towards that person. Normally what should happen, if someone is ignoring us, we should ignore them back. But what happens with our mind is when someone ignores, we want them more. Scarcity creates attraction. Obsession breeds due to rejection. So I started getting obsessed with this girl. I just wanted her all the time talking to me and I just couldn't live without her. Day by day, week on week passed by and I started realizing that this thing is affecting my studies so damn much. I'm not attentive at all in my class, all in my coaching. I'm continuously thinking about her. I don't understand anything. There was just one thing I loved doing besides all this stupidity happening in my life, and that was mathematics. That subject was my savior. It was my escape route from all this nonsense happening in my life. So later on I started realizing that she's fucking up my mind. It was not her fault, obviously. I was a stupid kid. I did not have a Jaskaran or a YouTube channel just explained to tell me these things, what to do, what not to do. I didn't know where to go, whom to ask. Everyone around me was stupid like me. Whom should I ask? My friends are like me only. They're even worse. My board exams came for 12th and I did not get that result which I expected. It was not that bad, but yeah, the way I used to study, way I used to think about it, it was not up to the mark. And it did not affect me personally because I wasn't really planning joining a college. I wanted to do this chartered accountancy from the first day itself. In chartered accountancy, you don't really care what you scored in 12th. It only depends on how well you score in CA exams. But yes, most of you are at that situation. Most of you are not doing this course. Most of you are going to go to a good college. You are going to do medical or something else. You are going to be a lawyer and you are going to go for IT and everything. It depends for you a good college, and that depends on your 12th standard marks. If you are in this situation, please don't pursue. That girl is not bad. Bad is the situation. Bad is that she doesn't like you anymore. Maybe she did. Maybe because of you fucked things up. If you did not, then if she is not available, stop talking to her. If you already confessed her and she is not talking to you, she is not behaving the way she used to, stop talking to her. Tell that to her. See, I really liked you, but you are not available, or you don't seem to like me back, and it's okay, I respect you, but talking to you is affecting my studies, and I really don't want to screw it up like that. She will respect you if you say this. I did not. This was my failure. This was something I did not know at that time. I did not have this YouTube. I did not have someone like me to tell me these things. What to do, what not to do. I just kept on talking and talking and talking. Even in exams, I kept on talking to her. I was so stupid that after my exams getting that nonsense result, also after a few months, I again texted her and started talking to her. I used to say sorry to her for her own mistakes. You don't have to do that stupidity. You don't have to be sorry for anything. Liking her, liking someone is a normal emotion. If she doesn't like you, it's not her fault also. But you have to let her go. You cannot just keep being someone's friend who doesn't like you, but you like them more than just friends. You have made your attempt, you took your shot, it did not work, move on. Focus on your studies, because this is the only thing which is going to feed your family. This is the only thing which is going to create your foundation, your life. This is your life. Your career should be your life. Alright? Don't do the mistakes I did. I learned it in a hard way. You can learn from my mistakes. Alright? Third situation was the situation when my CA final exams were just about to arrive. Just 3-4 months were left. At this point I was a little bit stressed and bored and irritated and kind of depressed, going through that coaching again and again, studying so much from the past 4 years continuously, sacrificing all those parties, movies, people enjoying, groups, and continuously studying. And at that point of time I found someone over Facebook, and I already knew her from my school, and I just texted her and she replied back to me, and we kind of started talking, and one thing led to another. I asked her number, we started talking over phone all the time, and I just got completely blown away, because this is the girl, there are girls in this, there is a type of girl in your school, that in your class at least, who is just standing out of the crowd. Every guy looks at her, and some of the guys are intimidated by her beauty, and she was that type of girl. And when I texted her, I did not expect a reply, and she was so sweet, and she kind of liked me. Yeah, we started talking on WhatsApp, and when I talked to her over call, I was just blown away by her voice, and kind of that emptiness in my life because of studying all the time and completely giving my time to just studying and nothing else. She filled that emptiness. She kind of was my knight in the shining armor, and just in few weeks I got so addicted and attached to this girl that it was affecting my coaching, my studies so much. My exams were about to come, and here I was, whenever I used to get a break in coaching, or whenever I used to get time, instead of resting, instead of taking a break, instead of relaxing, I used to text her. In the best case scenario, she would reply, she would talk to me too, I would be happy, everything would be great. Even if she would reply and I was happy, I was continuously still thinking her. On the back of my mind, she was there all the time, and I couldn't focus on my studies. And if she did not reply, I would continuously keep thinking about her. Why isn't she replying? Has she not woken up? what's going on, is she ignoring me? Nonsense. And I couldn't hold that inside me. So what I did was, I wanted to choose between the career and the girl, and I obviously was stupid. I chose the girl. I stopped studying, I started talking to her, but after a few weeks I kind of proposed her and told her that I really like you. I haven't met her at all. I told her I really like you, blah blah blah, and she got shocked that 1 month also did not pass and you are saying these things. And she got really she got scared of my emotions. And this is what happens when you don't know things. I did not know things at that time. She became the biggest reason for me to understand these things about women, dating, relationship, and all that stuff. It all started from her. After that, I was so pissed. I was pissed not because of she went away from my life. I was pissed because the same thing repeats again and again, and I just can't understand what the hell I am doing wrong. Why can't I understand what to do, what not to do? And that is what led me to all those relationship coach of who are practicing this thing from the past 15-20 years in US. Watched their YouTube videos, read their books and everything. I just completely got immersed into that. My exams came later on, and as you can all expect, I failed. And I did not fail because of the aggregate of my marks. In CA, what happens is you need 50% of marks aggregate to clear the exams, and individually you need to pass by getting 40% marks. It was not about aggregate. I did not even get 40% in 6 of the subjects. Total are 8. Can you imagine? This is the worst case scenario someone can think of in CA exams. I failed in every subject, leaving 2. I got exemption in 2 of them. I won't blame it on her. I was stupid. I was stupid to do these stupid things. Right? So what I decided was that I don't want to do this CA. I studied so hard, and I actually did. But due to this emotional nonsense, I couldn't concentrate. And I decided I don't want to do this CA anymore. It's okay, whatever I learned, I'll apply this knowledge to some other degree, maybe law, maybe I was interested in law, maybe I would do CS, I would do MBA, but I am not going to carry on this profession. I completed my remaining training for 2 to 3 months, and later on she again came in my life, and my exams were about to come, but I did not care because I wasn't gonna give another attempt. I was actually leaving. I stopped studying. I kept on doing my job work, my training work, and I kept on talking to random girls. I installed Tinder. I continuously, every day I used to talk to a different girl, to match with someone else, go out on a date with some other girl. I have talked to like hundreds of girls in those 6 months, and I just made up my mind that I'm not going to do this nonsense CA again. And then this girl again came in my life. I was ready now. I was all kind of learned so many things about women that I wish that if she comes in my life again, I'm going to impress her and all that. All that theoretical knowledge I had, I wanted to apply it on her. And at that point, I just took my phone, I kept aside me, and I slept for 2-3 hours. I woke up in the middle of the night. It was around 1:30 or 2 a.m. I don't do this at all with women or girls, that I block them. It's kind of a stupid idea. Why would I block her? I like her. But this girl, I woke up, I took my phone, opened my WhatsApp, Facebook, I blocked her from everywhere. I deleted her number. I took a pen and a paper and wrote down all these things which would happen if I don't clear CA exams. And I wrote down all these things. Like, I would be ashamed of myself. I would lose confidence. My parents won't would be ashamed of me. My relatives would say stupid things to my parents. I won't have money. I won't be able to achieve anything in life. I won't be able to achieve my goals, my dreams. My 4 years of hard work in this course would just go into shit. I won't be able to attract anyone beautiful in my life. I won't be able to get the woman of my dreams. I wrote down all the stupid things which can go wrong. And what can go right if I don't do this CA course? Nothing. I did not have even one answer. It was at that point I realized that I will not let this bimbo of a girl decide my career. I won't let just one person screw my life like that. It was now 3 a.m. in the midnight, and I kind of read it 4 or 5 times, and I rolled it up and threw it up in the dustbin. I took another paper. I had 1 month left and 6 subjects. Normally there are 2 groups in CA final exams, 4 each. There are total 8 papers. One group of 4 subjects need at least 2 months of time. My 2 subjects were exempt, only 6 were left. I had just 1 month left, so I wrote down which subject needs how much days of my attention, which subject is good, which subject is bad, which subject is I'm scared of, which are the topics I can even leave. I took 2 hours to make and draw an overall plan. I never looked back, and now here I am sitting in front of you. I'm a bloody chartered accountant. Think about it. That one girl, that one moment which could have destroyed your life actually made your life. That's why people say things, even bad or good, they happen for a reason in your life. People, bad experiences, they happen for a reason to make you mature, make you learn from it, make you learn from your past mistakes. Now at this position, if I think about it, any of these 3 girls, and there are probably so many girls, so many stupid things I've done in my life. I am just touch pointing on these 3 situations. If I think back, do I really need even any of them? No. They all came in my life. Do I regret that they came in my life? Not at all. Even if I had a time machine, I wouldn't go back and change anything. Because at this point of time, I am a fucking king. I am a bloody chartered accountant. It's not that big a deal to be a CA, but this is what I feel for myself. This is what is confidence for me. The discipline, that sacrifices that I made, that nonsense which I went through. This is how you can turn that such a powerful, heartbreaking situation for your own good. This is how you channelize your energy into something amazing. So don't waste time in chasing stupid girls. There is nothing wrong in having a girlfriend while you are studying. There is nothing wrong talking to a girl, but if that girl is also career oriented, if that girl's value system, dreams, aspirations, she inspires you like you inspire her. Her dreams are aligned to yours. Her daily schedule, her career, she is studious. It is aligned to you. It is actually making you grow. It is helping you rather than dealing with that roller coaster of emotions. So think wisely. When someone is not interested, when someone is not available, you're so attracted to them that you kind of think they are out of your league. Avoid such girls. I am not saying you shouldn't go to such girls and never take a chance, but go to them when you are kind of settled. But because even if they ignore you, reject you, you kind of have a foundation of a degree or a job or your career to hold on to, your friends to hold on to. If you probably think some girl is out of your league, she is out of your league. There is no 2 opinions on that. This is not a debate. If you think she is out of your league, she is out of your league. So always go to the girls when you are at a position when you stop thinking someone who is out of your league. I don't think, whenever I look at a beautiful girl, I appreciate her beauty, but at this position where I am in my life, I don't think she's out of my league or something. until or unless you get to that position first. Never chase such girls, because it's all destruction. It's a path of nonsense and continuous insecurity in your life, and nothing more than that. Always remember one thing: when you have to choose between a girl or a career, her beauty is not going to feed your family. Alright, I hope you liked this video. You can subscribe my channel if you want, and all the best for your studies, all the best for your exams in whatever field you are. See you next week.